Have you encountered a judgment in the back of the mind, such as you are just emotional, or being emotional is not a good sign in everything you do? Anything with a similar nature? If we are in an environment that signals us that we should run away from our feelings and emotions, then it's not what has held best for us. Reflecting back on the times that I suffered most, which was the season of life, really taught me to surrender what I was given. It wasn't a worldly distraction that could really speak through what I was experiencing. By allowing, I got to see my masculine part with immediate forgiveness. I got to quickly distinguish the humanness with compassion, which had saved me. By allowing, it meant creating space for something better to come. It meant allowing spirits to work through in the body. When I fully surrendered my mind, heart, and soul with patience, intuitive guidance slowly emerged. A higher source really worked through me. It was more than divine. We are human beings. Everybody will inevitably experience various kinds of emotions, energy, and feelings throughout our lives. It's imperative to feel through what is in us. In fact, our feelings are gifted to us. Our feelings, which then connect to our body, aka intuition, aka inner wisdom, are in fact restored in our bodies. How you feel towards a specific person, a specific decision, or much more, are a gift for us to know that our feelings and emotions are valid. They worth our attention to listen to, and they indeed makes us more human, more loving, more compassionate as we connect to others. The body we have these feelings is as instruments to carry our purpose in life. I believe there is power in leaning into our feelings, allowing our gut feelings to act as connectors, as motivators, and as our expression of what and whom we love. Sometimes we have to make a conscious choice to carve out space to listen to ourselves, to form our own thoughts, to allow what is to process in our body. We need to step back and allow so that we can receive the presence of genuine guidance we need in that moment. It is indeed a blessing. It's imperative to take the time for ourselves because that's how our sense of self and our relationships grow into confidence. Moreover, your true power is hidden in this purity of joy as we allow the space to connect to this presence, where you can just tell what speaks true to you, what lights you up, what feels good to you. It's in the feeling of the embodied directed inspiration, energetically, spiritually, or physically. Sometimes a boundless space with more compassion is required for a voice that speaks to you, of what ignites you to emerge naturally. Other times, it's followed by a movement itself that you don't even realize you are doing the work. You were taking an inspired action, came through a hit of inspiration, or from a weirdly right feeling. We get to listen to and amplify what feels good, free, gentle, light. Where feeling good is feeling God. Offering up to a higher source is love for God. We learn to slow down when we get busy. We learn to give ourselves grace when we grow weary. We learn to endure uncomfortable feelings when we are challenged. Because at some point, we have to acknowledge that it does not always come as a good feeling. But remember, you are loved. As if it's something beyond the rational, chronological mind, something beyond our feelings, our energy, our temporary suffering. We get to see that it's out of a greater source in a power that manifests the movement itself. I have seen that for myself in creativity, flow, a driving force, courageous decision, and new change. My life shifted upside down since I formed a spiritual relationship of a higher power of my own understanding, that it was with me all the way through, that I constantly nurture this relationship at my own pace in my personal journey. It is a source I depend on, that I believe where everything in me comes from. For you, it doesn't have to be like mine or anybody else's, as long as it's an understanding of your own that makes sense to you, to your life. If this finds you, let it be a gentle reminder. It's time to open to love again. It's time to get inspired again. It's time to stop believing in the best case scenario. It's time for the obstacle you've overcome, years you've waited to enjoy. It's time for breakthroughs. It's time to see beauty again. It's time to take the leap. I honor you so much while you still keep your door open. I'm going to introduce the following concept in the next chapter that will change your life. See you there.